MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Washington Nationals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the 6th spot can keep it going. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. VP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Dwayne Hamill will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last one wasn't very good, mainly because of control issues. Walked 5 batters in his last start, and he certainly can't do that in this one here, or he's going to come out of the short end of this one.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And surprisingly today, the best arm resides out in center field. This guy's known for his range. We get it. He can go gap to gap. He's got an accurate arm. But I'll tell you what, you won't see many guys trying to take the extra base on him. He has got an absolute cannon out there.
Leading off tonight for Toronto, center fielder, Dave Wilson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Morrow ranging back at the track. The wall. That one is gone. What a way to lead off a ball game. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. His second home run of the series as the Jays get the game's first tally. It's 1-0.
You talk about setting the tone for your team offensively. Everyone's allowed to relax now, pass the baton mentality, and if that's any indication where these next 9 innings are going, buckle up, fans.
Into the box now, Mark Marchand, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
And that one just missed outside. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Fouled off. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Two batters, 2 solo home runs. His first homer so far in the series as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Just a couple of minutes ago, the whole crowd was pumped for the beginning of this game. But when you hit back-to-back homers to start the game, they have a tendency to sit on their hands. Can't start a game any better than that, folks.
Batting third, shortstop, Duncan Favors.
First pitch on its way. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Hamill has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels. When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
In now, Jermaine Godwin, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 home, and it's fouled away. No one out with a runner at second. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. the 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Got him swinging in the dirt. Armstrong is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Godwin is retired, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
Digging in, Marco Hidalgo. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. First delivery to him on the way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Baldwin moving to his right. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Into the box, Rod Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Three runs already home here. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-1 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Hit down the line at first. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series, as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Standing in now, Carlton Miller. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And foul, though it had the home run distance. And that misses 1-1. Four runs here in this half inning. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, and the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game.
Now another one hit deep to left. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Stepping in now, Michael Valenzuela. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The 1-0. And look out. Oh, that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
Oh, boy, pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And anytime it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Babe Wooten. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Morrow. And that retires the side. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Blue Jays 6, the Nationals coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us a little bit more about this lineup.
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Michael Valenzuela gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
Leading off for Washington, center fielder, Christopher Morrow.
First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
That misses 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 to count. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
On the ground to third. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, right fielder, 1 young. High.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. Hit out towards second. To his left, Marchand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Nationals nothing. At the plate, Marchand.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Armstrong over to his right, 1 out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Duncan Shaver. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Morrow has a beat on it. 2 gone.
The batter, right fielder, Jermaine Godwin.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jermaine Godwin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hard ground ball to third. Cutler fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 6-0. At the plate, Isaiah Reagan. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. One and 0 pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to short. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Art Maddox.
Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Maddox, 37 years old. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 to the Nationals shortstop.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Carlos Villarreal.
Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Villarreal, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Tapped down the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another chance? Marco Hidalgo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into right field. That's a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the 3rd inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly to second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter, catcher, Carlton Miller.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlton Miller.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Fly ball out toward left center field. Moving under it, Morrow. And that retires the side. Jays add one more on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Nationals nothing. Ready now, Peter Armstrong. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Bouncer up the middle. Shaver ranging up the middle. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Junior Mazul will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Junior Mazul.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Armstrong on at first, nobody out. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Popped him up. Godwin has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Christopher Morrow.
Into the box now, Christopher Morrow. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first three pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the fourth pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Into the box now, Roger Baldwin, and he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up, throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. So no runs on no hits. One error in the inning, but a man left stranded. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now. Toronto leads this one 7-0. Rolando Merritt answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. So here now is the pitcher, Michael Valenzuela. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Left side, Cutler has it. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Bluejays.
And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Ready once again, Babe Wooten. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. Bouncer down the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball.
Nope.
And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Reagan is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, second baseman, Mark Marchand.
Now at the plate, Mark Marchand. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Here's another 1-2. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. But they're still in control, 7-0. Standing in, Won Young Ha.
Leading off for the Nationals here in the fourth. Right fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. The high fastball is in there.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This is in the air out to right field. Godwin is there, one away.
The left fielder, number 7, Isaiah Reagan.
Stepping in, Isaiah Reagan. Pitch on the way. Lays off 1-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The bouncer to the left side. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Art Maddox.
Into the box, Art Maddox. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Striding in once again, Duncan Shaver. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Duncan Shaver.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Reagan moves over, 1 away.
Now batting.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
So striding forward now, Jermaine Godwin. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Morrow is under it, 2 down.
Third baseman, number 13, Marco Hidalgo.
Digging in once again, Marco Hidalgo, a hit in 2 tries so far. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead.
Leading off for Washington, first baseman, Carlos Villarreal.
First pitch on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 1-1 home. In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Coming to the plate now, Christopher Cutler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First offering on its way. Nope. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. A changeup over the inside corner.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Big breaking ball and a beauty. 1-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Up with it, Miller. And he makes the throw to first. Cutler is retired, 2 down now. Digging in now, Peter Armstrong. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy is one strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Rod Ramirez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Morrow moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Carlton Miller.
Carlton Miller will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. First delivery to him on the way to short. And the sixth inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The left fielder, number 5, Gil Franco.
Striding into the box, Gil Franco. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a strike. Fouled off. Seven runs, 8 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they're still in control, 7-0. David Campillo is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Campillo.
That's a ball. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Christopher Morrow. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
In now, Roger Baldwin. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back here at Nationals Park, on to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Marco Aguero comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Aguero.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Valenzuela.
Leading off for Toronto, pitcher, Michael Valenzuela.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The changeup right on the outside corner for a strike.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And he misses there. 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Missed with a breaking ball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
The 3-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Morrow has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Babe Wooten.
Now in the box, Babe Wooten. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Mark Marchand.
As he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short.
Maddox is there, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. So striding in, Won Young Ha.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the letters 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline, Ramirez scoops it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Nationals, left fielder, Isaiah Reagan.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Isaiah Reagan. First pitch coming, here it is. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
2-0 count. The pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Stepping into the box, Art Maddox. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Godwin is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, first baseman, Carlos Villarreal.
Digging in, Carlos Villarreal. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Reagan is off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. Nationals leave 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. So stepping in, Duncan Shaver.
Leading off for Toronto, shortstop, Duncan Shaver.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Armstrong has a play. 1 away. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. So digging in now, Jermaine Godwin. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he'll reach second now with 1 away. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, Matty. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Standing in now, Marco Hidalgo. Line drive, base hit to right.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Rod Ramirez. He pops up the changeup, heading out towards shallow right. Baldwin ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Carlton Miller.
Now batting, Carlton Miller. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Ha moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're still in control, 7-0. Now to the plate, Christopher Cutler. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8. Stepping up now, Peter Armstrong. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Cutler aboard here at first with nobody out. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Julio Velasco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 21, Julio Velasco.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Lays off. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Runners on first with one down. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate, Christopher Morrow. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Inside and low, 2-1. Two and two.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Miller finds it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back now with baseball on MLB Network from the nation's capital, just down the street from the Capitol building. We are set for what remains in this one. James Harrison enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Standing in, Gil Franco.
Left fielder, Gil Franco.
Franklin Dahl will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Reagan. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, pitcher, Michael Valenzuela.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Valenzuela. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Babe Wooten. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way. High in the air into shallow left center. Maddox has got it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Franklin Dahl will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 8.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roger Baldwin. He'll lead things off here in the ninth with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit.
Second baseman, number 13.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
Here's a strike.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping in now, Won Young Ha, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air out to center field. Wooten is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Now batting, left fielder, Isaiah Reagan.
Settling in now, Isaiah Reagan. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he'll get under it to make the catch, and the Blue Jays are 1 step away from a sweep. They take a commanding 3-0 lead here on the road as this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the 1st. So close to baseball history.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.